everyone, this is a lab requisition and microscope activity tutorial. This is the lab requisition title page. You are going to fill it out. Click this for the running head, double click to fill out the information down here. You're going to fill in your name, professor's name, and the date. You're going to go down here to the lab requisition and you're going to go all the way down. This is just a little tour here. Okay, so here's the scenario for your lab requisition. If you notice, there is information on the physician and Mrs. Johnson, her history or diagnosis, and also the physician ordered labs that you will be placing into the lab requisition. You also will be placing the patient information and also the current medications that Mrs. Johnson is on. This is your reference page. This is where you're going to place your microscope competency activity snapshot. Just place it here after you've taken a snapshot, saved it to your computer, and upload it as a picture. You're going to do this, and you're going to do picture, and once you've saved it as a picture, you're going to know where to search it. You're going to search it, and you're going to place it right there. This is what your lab requisition looks like. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the scenario and you're going to fill in all of this information here. You're going to fill in the patient's last name, first name, provider information, the billing information, the patient's information, address, city, state, etc. Fill in the date of birth, the address, the age, the sex. Normally, depending on what you're doing, you will be asked whether it's fasting or not fasting, date collected, time collected, etc. This right here, custom profiles and additional tests are for testing that needs to be done and is not in this lab requisition. Any special testing that you need to do you will put here. All right, so let's do the profiles. Let's say that you need to do a couple of testing. So my recommendation for this is that you take your highlighter pen and you highlight the areas instead of just putting an X or crossing it out or whatever. Just highlight it. So we're going to highlight a couple here in the profiles. You're going to do a chemistry panel, and let's do a liver panel or a liver profile. You're going to go to the next section. Let's say that he wants a BUN. You're going to highlight it. And let's say he wants an FSH, so you're going to highlight that. And let's say he wants a protein. You're going to highlight that. Microbiology, let's say he's taken a swab of something, and so let's say he's going to do an ova and parasite. So you're going to highlight that. One of the things that a lot of people forget is the cytopathology. That is usually when they do a pap smear or some kind of female stuff. You need to put that in here. If you notice last menstrual period, you'll need to fill in that. If for their administrating age, any hormones that the patient might be on, what the patient has, do they have a IUD, etc., etc. Have they had a hysterectomy already, or are they using contraceptives? Where did you take the source? What is the source? Is it cervix, endocervix, vagina, whatever? So that's really important. A lot of people forget that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to do the diagnosis of the patient. What is the patient's diagnosis? What is the current meds that the patient is on? You need to put that information in there because it can change the laboratory results, and so you want the lab to have that information. The next thing you don't want to do is forget the billing information. They can't bill your insurance company if they do not have this information. So let's go over this again. I'm going to highlight these. Let's highlight it. Billing information. Okay. Diagnosis. Cytopathology. Microbiology. Make sure you cover all these sections. Tests and profiles. also going to want to make sure you fill out all of this. Provider name and address. Billing information. And all of the patient information here. Patient Medicare number and Medicaid number. And all of this information here. Do not forget your billing information. Who are you billing it to? Okay, are you billing it to the patient, or are you billing it to HMO or Medi-Cal? Okay. Well, I hope this helped, and if you have any further questions, feel free to contact me either by email or by text. Thank you very much.